Welcome back. That was a quick break because if you've just watched that video and now you're watching this video, I'm still here. Anyway, project details. So let's treat your home purchase like a project. That's what buyer's agents do. You're a project. We treat it with that much respect in that we plan out as much as possible, as early as possible. So I'm asking for you to take some time to consider your project. And what I mean by that is by putting your words and your thoughts on paper, it really helps you to clarify your thoughts. But not just that. It helps you to explain your thoughts, bounce them off other people, and have those conversations with your partner or your parent or your friend or your work colleague to help you clarify what it is that you are doing. As a buyer's agent, we constantly encounter people who don't know what they actually want to buy. They think they know what they want to buy, but they don't actually know. That sounds stupid. They think they know what they want to buy because of what their parents told them or because of what their partner's influence from the way their partner's family always had their homes, the way they grew up. They've been influenced that way. And it's so crucial to have these conversations now and to work out these wrinkles in the project, because the last thing you want to do is buy a home and regret it. And so module 1 is all about clearly understanding your buyer's brief, your project. And the reason I say that is it happened to me. The first home I ever bought, I was sick of looking. I was 19, so I was also stupid, but I was sick of looking. So I just went, I'm tired of looking. I'm buying this one. I'd only been looking for about 3 months. But no, I was tired of looking. I'll just buy this one. Sick of it. Well, that was stupid. I bought a 2-bedroom home instead of a 3-bedroom home. I bought a home that I hadn't actually had any kind of building and pest inspection done for. I had, it was just so unsuitable. And so it didn't suit a growing family. I was only 19. I was engaged and we had a child when I was 23. We were living in this tiny 2-bedroom home that we both hated. It was a nightmare. Okay. So I don't want that to happen to you, but it happens every day. It happens every day. And so the benefit of this module is to stop it from happening to you. And even if you just quickly go through each sheet in this workbook, it will create conversation with other people in your world. And that conversation with other people in your world, not just the one person who's been influencing you right up until now, but friends, neighbors, like I said, work colleagues, parents, partners, not just the person you're buying the property with, but also people who you trust their opinion, you know? So I'd like for you to think about the time frame. Explain how quickly or slowly you would like to purchase your home. What's your perfect time frame? Get that worked out now. Doesn't matter if you don't get it done within the perfect time frame, but how quickly do you really need to buy this home? Or are you in a rush? Is it really that much of a rush to wait 6 months to figure out what you want and to get your finances approved and in order and then to locate that beautiful, perfect place that you want? Grants. Are you eligible for any government grants? Your mortgage broker will be your best friend here. Please describe what those are. There's more than one that you can apply for if you're eligible. Deposit. If you are seeking finance, how much will you be able to offer as a deposit? Your mortgage broker here, again, is your best friend. Will you be able to save more while you are searching? That's a good point. Because sometimes people start searching and then they realize, oh, my budget's not going to get me what I really want. And so still, while you're searching, still putting that money aside. Budget and finance. What is your current rock solid pre-approval amount? As a buyer's agent, we don't take on a client unless they have a rock solid pre-approval amount. So why would I be educating you at all if you didn't have this addressed in module 1? It's no point in finding a beautiful home in module 4 and then go, oh, well, my mortgage broker tells me that I need to have all of this work done, which is going to take me 3 to 4 months to do because the lending institution requires me to have this sorted out. I'm not giving you any advice that a mortgage broker would give you, but let me tell you, they've got a lot of information they can impart, and you should pay attention to it early in the piece. There is a difference between a full approval and a pre-qualification. What is the time frame for your finance clause? Is your finance dependent upon the sale of another property? You need this in writing. And so if I was your buyer's coach, I need this in writing so that I can represent you effectively. I can't go and say to a sales agent to try and influence them and say, look, my client's got rock solid finance, and influence that sales agent who will then trust me. And I can't say that and influence the sales agent unless I have evidence of that. So that's what we actually ask our clients to provide to us before we start a search. What are your estimated total purchase expenses? As advised by your mortgage broker, I'd be guided by your mortgage broker here. So for example, stamp duty, settlement fee, lender's mortgage insurance. So those things all add up. When you purchase a home, there are a heap of other expenses that you just need to have that little bit of money in the bank to be able to pay for the removalists, for the insurance, any other conveyancing fees. A great way to understand more about this is to Google upfront and ongoing home purchase cost calculator. Actually do that, those words. I wouldn't have put that in this workbook if I hadn't already tested it. So Google that and just see what it comes up with, because there will be a calculator there that tells you, okay, so this is what your stamp duty is likely to be. This is what your conveyancer fee is likely to be. And on conveyancer fees, I do talk about this later on, but don't go for a really cheap fixed fee conveyancer if you're likely to be purchasing a home that's going to need some more searches and investigating done. So with your conveyancer fees, don't just put in a $600, because in my experience, that's unlikely. I personally would allocate $2,000 for your conveyancer fees if you're looking for a good conveyancer, but it all depends on the home that you're purchasing. So the project details form, please fill that out. If you are my client and I was representing you as a buyer's agent, I need that information. So you need that information. See you in the next video.